Welcome into the YouTube channel, Nigerian Tech Bro. I'm just another IT guy. This is a long series of installing the Wazuh SIEM tool on Kubernetes using EKS hosted on AWS. We started this video from getting an AWS account to setting up the account, being able to set up our VPC, set up our security groups, as well as our subnets, set up roles and permissions for the purpose of this project, as well as set up an EC2 instance to be able to manage the worker nodes. We've also created our EKS cluster. Now we are going to be creating our worker nodes to enable us make deployments. Now going straight into the video, I want you to click on EKS. If you don't have that, search for EKS here, open it. Now once you do that, you should land somewhere here. Yeah, you should land somewhere here where your clusters are. Now once it takes you to where your clusters are, I want you to open your cluster. Now once you open your cluster, I want you to go to compute. Now when you go to compute, scroll down to node groups. Now add a node group. Now once you add a node group, give it any name you want. I'm going to give my n-00. Now remember the rule we created, the green worker rule we created and added permissions to it. It has selected automatically. This is why we did that. Without creating that, you'd have had to go back to create it here right now. Then you click next. We are going to go with the Amazon Linux, the default one. It's sufficient for what we want. Leave this on demand. Based on Kubernetes requirements, this is the minimum we can go with. Leave this to 3 million. You can increase the disk size to 30 since that is still within the free tier. Based on Wazuh requirements, I want us to go with 4. Go with 4 minimum, and then you can scale this up to 6. Then let me explain what we have here. Now, the node scaling configuration is that whenever this cluster is up, it will always have 4 nodes running. And we are saying it shouldn't have less than 4 nodes. And now we are now saying if it's going to scale up, it shouldn't scale more than 6 nodes. That 6 nodes means 6 EC2 instance of the T3 medium. Now, we're not saying that if for any reason there's a problem and we've scaled down or one of the nodes has gone down, how many of these nodes should we say, okay, it's unavailable before it's an issue? We are saying it should not be more than 1 that will be unavailable. So we click next. Now, remove for the purpose of this project, remove everything here. Go to your subnet, select the 2 public subnets. Next. Now this is a review of everything we've done. Then click create. Now when the creation of this node group and the worker nodes itself is going to take quite some time. So I'll pause this video and come back when that is done. Okay, the nodes have been created. So we'll go back to the EC2 instance we set up to confirm kubectl get nodes. We should be able to see them ready if it's done. So they are ready. So we'll do a simple deployment of the Wazuh SIEM tool of the Nginx just to test and eventually the Wazuh SIEM tool. So for the test deployment for the Nginx, paste in this command. So we have kubectl create deploy Nginx image Nginx latest. It's going to pull it from Docker Hub repository. Okay, so let's do kubectl create. So it's running and the service is running, but it doesn't have an external IP. So we are going to expose that Nginx so we can also test the accessibility of our deployments from public space. That's the entire purpose of this. So we do kubectl expose deploy nginx on port 80 using load balancer as the type. So once that is done, we go back and run the previous command of kubectl get all. Now once we do that, it has an external IP now. You're going to copy this external IP, copy it, open it in your browser. This is just to ensure that our EKS cluster is functioning as expected. Just be a little bit patient. Let's see how this goes. We're having trouble opening this. HTTP. Okay, so it just took some time, but eventually loaded. So we are good to proceed. We've been able to do this and deploy the Nginx. In the next video, what we'll be looking at is deploying the Wazuh SIEM tool using the Wazuh documentation. This is the Nigerian Tech Bro YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing. For those who have subscribed, if you haven't, please subscribe. Thank you for the likes and the comments. You are really helping the channel algorithm get up. Thank you for the feedback also. See you in the next video. I'm just another IT guy.